the raid race was entertaining. You had all the hiding screens and fierce competition, which is, I mean, I kind of see why viewers are frustrated, because they're just like, obviously we're talking about during the raid race when everyone was streaming it, most teams were hiding their screens, so literally you were just watching a black screen, sometimes not even a webcam, because they didn't want to give away the secrets of what they've understood about the mechanics, which I understand from a viewer perspective is like, this is not good content. And I understand the main argument is, why stream it if you're not going to show the content? You might as well just be offline, which, to be fair, the world's first team didn't stream, did they? They were completely offline.
They had a separate private recording that they had. And this is a thing that I've seen more and more teams do. They had a unlisted, not even known account where there were basically 0 followers of it.
Yeah.
And that stream was for them, and it was on like a 30-second delay so that they could go back and look at their own perspectives. And that's the only reason we even have the world's first completion recording in the first place, is just that stream was going alongside the recordings that they had IRL alongside their thing. So it's just these different moments at which you can see different teams running it and then putting all this effort into hiding their screens. I hate to say that it kind of comes with the territory. I understand the bad experience for a viewer, but I'll also sit there and say that it creates a culture all unto itself. And I think that there's a hilarity to that. You know, nowhere else can you sit there and see a world first race where it's people intensely shouting each other out about mechanics, and all you can see on screen is a bunch of weird images blocking something, and then a pair of dancing tomatoes as a part of a GIF in the center of the screen, just to make it even more confusing. And it's just,
yeah, I get
it's so silly and it's so ridiculous. I'm sure it's a terrible experience as a viewer.
Like I said, I get the viewer experience, and I get the main argument of, you know, why stream it if you don't want to show it. But at the same time, this is a competition. This is a race. This is a competition of who can solve a puzzle first. So the idea of, like, if I've figured something out, I don't want to, like, you know, if it was any other kind of just competition on the scale of like this, then you wouldn't want to be giving out what you figured out. So it is a competition first. It isn't a, hey, let's stream. And there's also another element that a lot of people don't realize is there are, like, these raid teams have things called scouts, who are people who specifically watch other people's streams and go on Reddit and go in Discords and try and get information about who's figured out what. Oh, someone's got this strategy. They've tried doing the shooting this, and oh, this person's figured out this. So each of these raid teams, almost all of them, have people called scouts who are going around spying, not spying, but, you know, just looking and observing at what's public,
exactly,
as they should. It's not, you know, some illegal thing. It's just pretty common sense. It's a smart tactic of having people tell you, oh, this person's figured out this, or someone on Reddit has made a post saying this is a good strategy to do, or try this weapon, and they would relay the information back to them. So all of these raid teams have people fiercely, it isn't just viewers, they're all in competition with themselves. So yeah, you know, I get both sides. It doesn't make a good viewing experience, but it is, first and foremost, this is a competition, and there is quite a lot of mainly bragging rights, recognition. You get the raid belt, you get the glory of being cemented as the world's first team. So it's
it just goes it goes to show, you 6 people get the belt at the end of the day, but don't kid yourself, right? 6 people may get the belt, but a raid team nowadays in the real competitor space, where you are looking at those top teams, Math Class, Redeem, way back in the day would have been qualified here, Salta Greppo's team, the name of which is escaping me. God, how can I not remember their name? Parabellum, who was actually the world first team for Salvation's Edge. They're sitting there. They have coaches, they have scouts, they have people in between who are doing all the stuff. They have their real life. I mean, you know, consider Danielle, Dato's spouse, as a part of that too, because all the while she's there doing support stuff for day one. Like, it's a whole operation. It's a whole operation for all of these people, and they put a lot of dedication into it. So, like, yeah.
But yeah, that was an interesting event.